These rising stars have been featured on 2K TV. Is it Donovan Mitchell, De'Aaron Fox, John Collins, or all of the above?
Oh yeah.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny Smith is here. Shaquille O'Neal. Big guy right there.
Ow!
And on tap tonight, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Boston Celtics. Taking a look at the Celtics, this is a game they'll want. A win will give them the 4th best record in the NBA. That's a nice designation to have. Two great backcourts going head-to-head tonight. Kenny, you...
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brett Beard. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. The Cleveland Cavaliers coming to this one after a win against the Bucks in Milwaukee. And I don't think I was the only one surprised, not just by their win, but guys, by what an emphatic win it was.
And their aggressiveness on D, for me, it felt like that was the advantage that turned the tide for them.
Well, fast and physical, sometimes you can get lost if you get out of whack. They had great discipline on that end of the floor, and that led to some key stops, and they got the win.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys, DeMar DeRozan grew up in California, and he idolized Kobe Bryant. Now, DeRozan says, Kobe was my favorite player. I watched everything he did, practiced almost all his moves, and DeRozan has become...
Well, DA, you can see that influence. Great stuff. Thanks for the report. Tonight, two great teams going head-to-head. Some may say it's just another game, but Brent, it doesn't feel that way right now.
Now, how many of these, Kevin, do we get during the year?
Oh, my gosh.
We're fired up.
They're so fun.
Marquee matchups, marquee players that might be playing well, but we know head-to-head we're going to have some great moments. And one of these teams is going to want to have bragging rights with the season series. This is one for us tonight.
So Cleveland will get the first possession. And now the opening lineup for Boston. We've got DeRozan. Andre Drummond is out there with Dario Saric. And it's Rose. And it's Harris in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's LeBron. Rejected by Harris. DeRozan surveying the D. And the layup's good off the glass. Rose has got the opening bucket of the night here for the Celtics.
And as long as he retains that great explosion in his legs, Derrick Rose will be a factor around the rim.
And Oladipo kicks to Young. To the paint. And LeBron with the basket, the assist from Thaddeus Young.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
Outside DeRozan. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And one item that DeRozan never seems to get enough credit for is his passing, Greg. He is a terrific playmaker.
Ever since DeRozan became a perennial all-star, his passing has improved. I mean, keeps his head up even while attacking with the ball. Great awareness for where his teammates are in terms of relation to his attack after a double team.
Rose kicks to Saric. Gobert against Drummond. For 3, Harris. Offensive rebound. And Drummond throws it down.
And not afraid to say it. If Drummond isn't the best rebounder in the NBA, he's got to be in the top 3. That goes for both ends of the floor. Just no way to hold him in check on the board.
Now, here is Young. Rebound Andre Drummond.
You get a feeling that he made that much more difficult than he had to. No reason why he had to fade away on that jumper.
Rose against Hield. Rose finds Sharch. And here's Harris from the arc. Good on the triple. Harris has got his first 3 points of the game.
Almost perfect in the game to start, 3 of 4.
Oladipo against DeRozan, and it's Young at the elbow. He's looking for LeBron and finds it. Good work there as it goes. LeBron's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, not many are finishing better than LeBron James around the rim. Too strong and too good.
Sharch passes to Drummond. Outside DeRozan. No good, shot missing. Nice D from Oladipo. And Young, here we go. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
And for his whole career, Thaddeus Young has been a player not afraid, Greg, of attacking defenders head on.
Young has such a great first burst of speed. He really is a handful to deal with. Gets a lot of transition buckets that way, and in the half court can set up teammates by creating space. In the latter part of his career, I think he's taken on more of a vocal leadership role as well.
That free throw good from Young. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Rose kicks to DeRozan. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And when you look at DeRozan and how he's, transformed himself the last few years, he has become one of the more efficient scorers at a loaded shooting guard position. And some could argue he is one of the best guards in the entire league at this point of his career.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
That's good from DeMar DeRozan. And with DeMar DeRozan, do you see him, Greg, potentially being an MVP winner during his career?
I mean, I think he's headed in that direction already. When you look at how he's progressed each and every year, his team is always competitive in large part to what he does out on the floor. I wouldn't bet on it, but I wouldn't be surprised if he was named MVP before it's all said and done.
DeMar DeRozan hits them both. Teams are trying to finish the season, Brent, with some energy. Reduction of back-to-backs has obviously helped make that a reality.
Well, Adam Silver deserves a ton of credit for approaching the schedule change the way he has the past couple of seasons.
Thinking about the quality of the game.
Yeah, because it is. The quality of the product can make sure that your star players can play as many games as possible. And it's still extremely difficult for those guys to get up for 82 games. They still need their rest. But at least the league has addressed it. The league has given more opportunities for guys to find quality rest in between competition. And hopefully we'll see more players have health. We've not seen that translate into health, but I hope it happens this season.
Me too. Here's DeRozan. The Cavaliers making the shot. Pass to Drummond. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
He doesn't do some of the damage that other big men do on the perimeter, but inside, Drummond's got just as much game as anybody.
Now, here's Oladipo. He picked up 24 points in their last one against Milwaukee.
Felt like he had a sense in that game that the defense was being over-aggressive, and he tried to take advantage of that. He continually frustrated them throughout the night and got to the free throw line.
Here's Rose, following the basket by LeBron James. Harris outside, over Young, and Harris gets it to go on the assist by Sharch. Harris has got 5 points so far.
This speaks to how confident Tobias Harris is in his offensive game, ready to shoot as soon as that ball reaches him.
Rose against Hield. There's the pass to James. Over Harris. Just 4 to shoot. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Here's Young. Here's Gobert. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
To the inside. Sharch dishes to Drummond. Out to Sharch. Over Oladipo. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. Cavaliers leading. And Young, here we go. Harris against LeBron. Back to Oladipo. Healed left side. LeBron against Harris. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. Andre Drummond picks one up.
Well, just look at the list of career accomplishments by LBJ. To me, the best small forward that's ever played this game, and on the short list of the best player to ever lace him up.
And the first one at the line is good. Brent, with LeBron being one of the all-time greats, he is certainly the greatest player of this generation, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. Ever since he came into the league, I mean, there's just been, in my opinion, no missteps whatsoever. Has handled himself on the floor with an incredible determination to prove that, Kevin. All the hype, all the anticipation, he's lived up to it about tenfold.
Last season, LeBron James becoming just the 7th player ever to score 30,000 points in a career.
Well, he's like a rare steak, Kevin. Obviously, he's not done. Might have the best shot of catching Kareem when it's all said and done in terms of total points scored in the league. Maybe approach 40,000, but ultimately, he's definitely in the top 3.
And here's Rose outside. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Last time these two teams came together was also in this building. They were able to win it for the home fans.
And really brought an impressive physicality to that matchup, drawing a ton of fouls, and of course, went on to win it.
No doubt, that's what made the difference. The aggression they showed, attacking, drawing contact. It got them points at the line and made foul trouble a big concern on the other side.
And here's Oladipo. After Tobias Harris getting his shot to go from deep. Nice shot by James.
They are just killing them on the interior.
For Boston, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Sharch outside. He dishes it to Harris. He kicks to Rose. DeRozan in the corner. Over Oladipo. The rebound by Hield. Cavaliers have gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. Young finds Oladipo. Back to Young. They kick out to Hield. No good that time. Some solid defense from Harris. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Celtics have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Young. Taurean Prince comes in for James. Cedi Osman, he's checked in for Buddy Hield. And it's Dragic in for Oladipo. Now here's Cauley-Stein. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Rozier against Dragic. Kicks it out to Prince. Back to Dragic. Over Rozier. No good from Dragic. And so it's Lamb with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. DeRozan's shot is good.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Dragic's the pass to Gobert. Back to Dragic. Over Rozier. Offensive rebound. Celtics leading by 4. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That'll be his second foul of the game.
A little over-aggressive. He's got to dial it back if he wants to stay on the floor. 2 fouls in the first. Tough to overcome.
LeBron, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Here's Morris. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Here's DeRozan. Cavaliers with the rebound. Now here's James. He had 22 points in the win against Milwaukee.
Well, I think he was especially impressive on the glass. The defense had no idea what to do with him.
And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. LeBron's got 14 points for the game. And Lamb kicks to Marjanovic. Passes it to Morris. DeRozan on the wing. Over Prince. And the basket by DeRozan. 11 points in the game.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
And you could try to key in on him, but that's tough. They run plays that routinely give him makeable looks.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Lamb finds Marjanovic. Morris outside. On the wing, DeRozan. Over Prince. And too long on the shot.
Wow, huge sigh of relief for the defense on that possession. You cannot give mid-range shooters any space like that to operate.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Now Rozier, after LeBron's three-pointer that didn't go. Lamb with the ball. His last outing, he had 8 points. Shot clock at 6. Here's Marjanovic. That shot, no good. Cavaliers go the other way with it.
You look at the roster turnover that the Cavs have had the last few seasons. A lot of trades made, some hits and some misses. And you know the front office willing to make some deals to try to get this train back on the right track.
That one drops for him.
And another momentum shift. These teams going back and forth all night.
Yeah, which team's going to find some consistency first? Neither one can pull away.
Now, here is Morris. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. It's DeRozan with the drive. Bucket is good. And the Celtics lead by 1. And with the trades this Cavs team has made, several blockbuster deals in the last few years.
Well, they have a tough payroll situation that they're trying to deal with and manage and manipulate. It's tough for a young GM to try to find a way between sticking with what they've done, or is it a time to try to start to develop something for their future? Give them credit for doing everything in their power to still compete.
And that one's good. Osman, it has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Now, here is Morris. Back to DeRozan. Over Prince. DeRozan's shot is off. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Outside Dragic. The rebound by Marjanovic.
Right now he's just out of sync. A lot of shots rimming out, and he's got to try to find something different.
Morris right side. Banked in off the glass.
And it's just been an avalanche of points here in the early going.
Yeah, for both teams, we're seeing great synergy on offense, but some lackluster defense.
It's a tie game here in Cleveland. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. DeMar DeRozan last season opened up about his battles with depression, hoping to have a positive impact on others.
A lot of people ashamed to talk about it.
Yep, you love the honesty and the bravery to step forward and tell his emotional story.
Yeah, he opened a dialogue, Kevin Love following his lead, to talk about anxiety. Athletes, as public figures, can have a broader impact than just entertaining, and we see it over and over again.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
I mean, really good with their post presence, and it's really allowed them to establish a physical tone here in the first.
Well, they're attacking the rim in more than one way, and with that kind of success, I feel like the defense is going to make the adjustment. Then you start playing inside out.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Celtics, DeRozan out there with Markieff Morris. Then it's Jeremy Lamb. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Rozier in at the point. Brent, we've got great dunkers now, but you played at a time when there were sensational dunkers in the NBA.
Yeah, I saw a lot of guys go over the top of me.
Including yourself.
Too kind. Here's the money. Kevin, I think about those old, and we remember these, the old VHS tapes where you used to get like the dunk highlight tapes. Those are still
Sean Kemp.
Oh, so fresh in my mind.
Dr. J.
Dominique Wilkins over the top.
Yeah.
MJ over everybody.
Young Vince Carter.
Kenny Skywalker. I mean, just the list goes on and on. But the best in-game dunker, I think it's pretty unanimous that Vince Carter still holds the title.
He hits the second from the line.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
Here's Dragic. There's the dish to LeBron. Osman kicks to LeBron. Cleveland moving it around. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Morris looking over the floor. Here's Lamb, and he's on the money with his first shot today.
Oh, nice screen. Really a poor defensive reaction, and the obvious result.
Yeah, when you fail to get over the top, more than likely that jumper is going to go down.
Here's Osman, and Cleveland again with the bucket.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Celtics trail by 3. And here is Rozier. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Marjanovic. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. Here's Cauley Stein, and Cauley Stein throws it down.
And nice court vision from Dragic there to get a great look at the bucket.
Down low, Marjanovic. And James pulls it down. LeBron's got his 4th rebound in this one. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Osman, covered by Lamb. 4 on the shot clock. There's Dragic with the 3. Morris with the rebound.
I think what I'd like to see from him in this quarter is getting going from the perimeter. Hit a 3 in the first, nothing in the second.
DeRozan against Prince. Now, here's Rozier. Not a lot of room. Over Dragic. And it's Rozier missing. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Here's Cauley Stein, and Cauley Stein throws it down.
More and more signs of the skill set of Taurean Prince as he finds an open teammate.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
He can't be stopped right now. The D looks like they're at a loss, and they have no idea how to contain him.
Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Cauley Stein. Young comes in for LeBron. Hields checked in for Taurean Prince. And it's Victor Oladipo in for Jetty Osman. And then for Boston, Drummond's checked in for Marjanovic. Harris comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Terry Rozier.
And unfortunately, injuries will always be the concern with Derrick Rose. Still loves the game of basketball, knows he is limited compared to what he once was. Amazing with all he's fought through, he can still perform at such a high level.
The free throw drops for Rose. And with Rose, as you said, his love of the game is still there. He still wants to play.
I mean, many players would have just walked away from having their body betray him. But Rose said last season he loves what he gets to do and still would be a water boy if he had to. You have to admire Rose's attitude and approach in that regard.
He talks so much about rhythm from the field. How about a rhythm from the free throw line? That looks good.
Now, here's Oladipo, covered by Lamb. Dragic against Rose. No good from Dragic. Celtics trail by 3. The kick out to Rose. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Were those guys back on defense? I didn't see him. Somehow someone missed an assignment. Luckily, he bricked the mid-range.
Got a hand on it. Young against Harris. Dishes it to Sharge. On the wing, Lamb. Harris against Young. Harris inside. Good defensive work there by Young.
Like the tactics on defense there, refusing to give the shooter the easy layup at the rim.
And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Young's got 5 now.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Dragic against Rose. That's tipped. It's stolen by Dragic. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
That's a nice release from Victor Oladipo. Amazing at guiding that floater into the rim there.
Rose in the post. He's guarded by Dragic. Gobert with the defensive effort. And it's Oladipo that time on the assist from Thaddeus Young. Young's got 5 assists in the game. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Celtics. 9-point game. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. He had a nice open look right there. 6 points for Derrick Rose. The Cavaliers have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Really flowing here. Young dishes to Oladipo. Outside Dragic. Back to Gobert. Andre Drummond grabs the miss.
It looked like he wanted no part of that. Superb defense there, really making it tough on him.
And slam dunk by Harris.
That's a strong finish from Tobias Harris.
Oladipo, the pass to Young. At the elbow, it's Gobert. Outside Dragic. Just 3 to shoot. No good that time. And it's Boston the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
And that was a game where you just sensed that they would get it going and somehow be able to come out with the victory, but just not in the cards on that night.
No, in the end, not even close to being in the cards. Maybe there was some hope for them early on, but by the fourth quarter, people filed out.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Traveling has been a concern for the NBA for a while. For a purist like you, do you like that?
Well, you got to get from city to city.
I don't think that's the kind of traveling I'm talking about here. Yes. I only ask you pay attention. That's all. It's a simple request.
Yeah, they're doing a better job. Some get away with it more than others. How's that?
What an answer. Thank you, Brent. Rose scanning the floor. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Now it's just a 3-point Cavalier lead.
Got to give a ton of credit to the screener there. That was a perfect pick to give his teammate the space to knock down the shot.
Oladipo finds Dragic. Now Young, covered by Saric. Takes it from 10. Young's shot is off.
Yeah, tonight his shot's been a bit off, but still, they lead the game.
In the corner, it's Harris. And Buddy Hield is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And it's Dragic with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
They can't afford to be that careless. They need him out there on the floor, so he has to avoid fouling again in this period.
Here's Drummond. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Now here's Lamb. He's guarded closer. Pass to Rose. Just 5 on the clock. From deep 3-point range. Cavaliers with the rebound.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
I think coaches right here are always talking about the extra pass. And a contested 3 is not your objective. One more, maybe.
It's tipped. Now Hield. He had 19 points in the win against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
A lot of those plays came off tremendous hustle. He was committed to ripping down as many rebounds as he possibly could in this one.
Here's Lamb. Kicks to Saric. The Celtics working the ball around now. No good from Lamb. Cleveland leading by 5. And Young, here we go. From about 16, it's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Rejected by Young. The shot. And there's Oladipo on the assist by Hield. Hield's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, that's good teammate stuff right there. Looking for your guys. Buddy Hield has a strong feel for when to give it up.
And Lamb kicks to Drummond. Here's the pass to Rose. Shot clock at 6. The baseline J. Count that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut to just 5 points on the basket from Lamb.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Rockets the pass to Oladipo. Goes up from the top of the key. Rebound Boston. 1:46 left in the first half. Harris. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Tobias carved out a bit of space, owned that real estate, and a nice aggressive finish.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
And he's probably looking at some matchups on the floor he'd like to take advantage of.
I'm interested in what he's seeing and then what kind of play they run coming out of this timeout.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Gobert. LeBron comes in for Thaddeus Young. Prince is checked in for Buddy Hield. And it's Cedi Osman in for Goran Dragic. And then for Boston, Markieff Morris is checked in for Saric. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Lamb. And it's Rozier in for Rose. Here's DeRozan. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Dragic.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
So he gets them both.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
1:15 left here in the second. Now, here's Oladipo. He's got 6. James outside. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Rozier kicks to Morris. And out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it.
And a moment here now to see the numbers for LeBron James. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. He's getting around 28 points per, 9 assists, and 8 rebounds. And he's been a rock in the middle for them over that stretch of games. Dominating the glass is his trademark.
I feel like those rebounds are wearing down and eroding the opponent. His effort right now, physically and mentally, has been good.
Prince dishes to LeBron. Rejected by Harris.
Every so often, Tobias Harris showing you something defensively, and great timing to throw that one away.
The Cavaliers shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
2 shots.
The first one falls. Marjanovic checked in for Drummond. And both free throws good for LeBron.
Even with all of the impressive number of seasons under his belt, LeBron James retains this kind of remarkable drive and competitive spirit.
Morris finds Marjanovic. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's DeRozan. Sweet little floater. DeRozan's got 5 points now this quarter.
That floater is a thing of beauty, effective when it's used the right way.
Oladipo against DeRozan. Oladipo taking his time here. Over Harris. And another miss by Cleveland. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Cavaliers lead by 3. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 2K Sports Halftime. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 steal. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
Efficiency. You know, I think that's big. That's a key to success. You got to protect the basketball. You can't make those risky passes that lead to highlight film dunks. So I thought it was a great job.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
Well, you want to try to hold your opponent under 50% shooting. That has not happened. Defensively, they're allowing way too many good looks. They need to do a better job of shutting down the lane, as well as closing out on shooters.
And it's just about...
As we return to look at the corner of Euclid and East 6th in downtown Cleveland, just a few blocks from our spot here at Quicken Loans Arena. We've got second half action for you. And if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
Yeah, and through 2 quarters, he's been lights out. And you know he's going to look to add to those totals.
And defensively, hard to force him out of the rhythm at this point because He has a number of ways with which he can beat you.
Buddy Hield is out there with Oladipo. And it's Rudy Gobert. Then it's Young. And it's James in at the small forward position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. And slam dunk by Gobert.
A great assist there from LeBron. Going to try to set the table all night.
Celtics trail by 3. Rose passes to Drummond. He kicks it to Sharge. On the wing, DeRozan. Harris outside. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Young dishes to Oladipo. Hield outside. Just 4 to shoot. Passes it to Young. Over Rose. Young's shot is off.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
And it's Drummond with the jam.
And when he gets himself into the right position, Drummond so powerful in terms of finishing at the rim. The only way to prevent that alley-oop is to keep him from getting to the launching pad in the first place.
Oladipo with the ball. 6 points for him. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And that's what Oladipo needs to do. Put his head down and punish the D.
It's his first trip to the line.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
2 shots. 2 shots. The last on the first.
And he makes the first.
2013, Victor Oladipo heard his name second in that draft. One of the best shooting guards in the league and getting better.
Oladipo hits them both. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Rose against Hield. On the wing, DeRozan. 20 points for him. Over Oladipo. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Oladipo outside. Young outside. 6 to shoot. He feeds it to LeBron. Over Harris. And LeBron James gets it to go. James has got 22 points.
I don't think it matters too much, Kevin. The hand is not a deterrent at all. Great elevation on that one as well.
Here's Rose. Gobert with the block. Young, right side. Sharge grabs the board.
Don't take that into the paint or anything.
Now tonight. Here's Harris.
See, that's how it's
and
done.
Foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
He's a good free throw shooter. Tobias Harris smartly looking to get in there and find some easy points from the line.
Celtics have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. And Harris drops them both.
Such a big bonus to have a big guy that can step up to the free throw line and knock down shots. So many guys struggle from there.
Here's Oladipo. He's got 8. And the call will be against Harris. That's his first foul. Off the inbound, and it's laid up and in by Young. Young's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
Now a timeout called by Boston. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink. especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Here's Harris for the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
I'm not the biggest player out there, but Tobias Harris confident to get down low, use his frame, and score.
Hield kicks to LeBron. Back to Hield. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got his 4th assist in this one.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Greg, as we know, Buddy Hield, a Wooden Award winner at Oklahoma.
I mean, he grew from nothing, his courage in the Bahamas, and his first hoop of crate he nailed to some plywood, couldn't even afford the nails, had to find those. So from there to here, what an incredible journey.
Yeah, LeBron showing all the ways that he can dominate a game here on another level in this one.
Hield against Rose to the paint. Here's Harris. Here's Drummond. He can't get that one. Gobert with the defensive effort. And Young kicks to Hield. Back to Young. And Young with the stuff.
And doing their best to maximize possessions, just staying focused with this lead.
Well, it isn't much, but they've been able to capture some of the momentum of this game and increase their advantage.
Here's Rose. Gobert with the block. DeRozan against Oladipo. Fades back. Got that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut down now to just 7 on the basket from DeMar DeRozan.
And you want to talk about high-volume scores, just look at what DeRozan's doing tonight. He's been on a mission, putting his mark on this game in a big way.
And Saric kicks to DeRozan. Over Oladipo. Misses off the right iron. It's Gobert with the ball for the Cavaliers. Here's Young. And Boston with the rebound. Harris has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Saric outside. Celtics passing it around. DeRozan against Oladipo. The Celtics need to get a shot off, and that one's good. Drummond.
And at his height, you have to like what he gives you as a shooter.
Well, when he squares up from the medium range, there's little things you can do to stop him.
Oladipo finds Young. Hield outside. Back to Young. Stolen by Rose. Saric passes to DeRozan. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Now, taking a look at some stats for DeRozan. Since the All-Star break, he has been superb. He's averaging 20 points, 6 assists, and 4 rebounds. And he's a threat to go off in any game from anywhere.
I love it when guys tap back into that gift. All these guys at some point were that kind of player in their career. Fun to see it show up here.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Billy Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Taurean Prince comes in for Young. And it's Dragic in for Oladipo. The Celtics also changing it up. Marjanovic checked in for Drummond. Morris comes in for Saric. And it's Lamb in there for Rose. And that one, good. 9 points for Goran Dragic.
Really nice to see Dragic explore that aspect of his game. The catch-and-shoot J is simply deadly.
And Lamb kicks to Harris. Shoots from 14, and the shot falls short this time. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Back to Dragic. To the inside, and Cauley-Stein throws it down.
Well, maybe the length coming into play this time for Cauley-Stein is he's up and over the top of everyone.
Lamb finds Morris. Here's Marjanovic. James covering, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein. And the first one at the line is good.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Cedi Osman, he's checked in for Buddy Hield. And the Celtics also making a change. Terry Rozier's checked in for Tobias Harris. For Cleveland, they've gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. And here is James. 24 points for him. And again, it's Cleveland.
The in-between game showing off here by LeBron. Does his share of damage from the mid-range, and another one there.
Now here's Lamb, covered by LeBron, and Lamb kicks to DeRozan. Dragic against Morris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's DeRozan. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. DeRozan's got 26.
And I ask you, what can you do? This guy is a phenomenal decision maker.
LeBron against Morris. LeBron's shot is good. LeBron's got 8 points in the quarter.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
And I like this timeout. You're getting terrible rim protection right now.
Well, you got to ask your team to give you a little bit more effort because there's just not a lot of fire on the defensive end.
Let's take a second to see the teams that have been the toughest inside this season so far. The Cavaliers, 4th.
I mean, terrific rim protection. I mean, they rotate and help on the inside as well as anybody. And, of course, you want to keep offenses on the outside shooting jump shots, and that continues to be the goal.
And they double up DeRozan to the paint. Count that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut down to 5 on the bucket from Morris.
Well, passing is something he does very well, especially when it comes to leading his man to the right spot.
James against Morris. Here's Osman. No good with the triple. Celtics trail by 5. Here's Lamb. Softly drops in the floater. Lamb's got 6.
That floater is a thing of beauty, effective when it's used the right way.
Here's James. Good work defensively by Morris. And so it's Lamb with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. Pass to Rozier. And it's Dragic with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Hield's checked in. And that one misses. Good on the second free throw.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
Cavaliers leading. Dragic kicks to Prince. He dishes it to LeBron. Outside Dragic. On the wing, Hield. Covered by Lamb. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, with a young perimeter player like Hield is, operating in the pick and roll with that kind of effectiveness, he can become dangerous.
Now Rozier. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. No good from Lamb.
I know it's physically impossible, but he's got to be kicking himself. He knows he's got to make those.
No good from LeBron. Celtics trail by 5. We've got 1:28 left in the third. Lamb dishes to DeRozan. Clock at 4. Shot from the wing. The rebound by Prince. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Inside. The shot will not fall. Good work defensively by Morris. Lets it go from 14. Offensive rebound. Marjanovic, no good. Cleveland's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Healed the pass to Dragic. Over Rozier. And the shot is long. Celtics trail by 5. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And he makes that one. And it's 8 points for Lamb.
To leave a guy like that wide open from range, big mix-up.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. James finds Cauley Stein. He gets that one. And the Cavaliers lead by 5.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Now, here's Rozier. DeRozan on the wing. And it's Dragic with the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we will head to the line for 2. That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Cleveland Cavaliers. A grand total of 28 points for him in the game now. They have no answer for him defensively. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. The Cavaliers leading by 4, and a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the 4th quarter. Marjanovic is out there with Morris. Then it's DeRozan. Then it's Jeremy Lamb. And it's Rose in at the 1. Prince kicks to Cauley Stein. Cleveland moving it around. Pass to LeBron. Trying to get open is Hield. And LeBron gets it to go with the assist by Hield.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
To the wing right side. Rose passes to Marjanovic. And Rose wide open. He shoots. That shot off the mark. Cavaliers go the other way with it. In the corner, it's Hield. His 3-pointers off the mark.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Lamb finds DeRozan. To the inside. Count that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut down to 4 on the bucket from Marjanovic.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Timeout called, Cleveland. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Young comes in for Taurean Prince. And it's Oladipo in for Goran Dragic. Drummond's checked in for Boston. Harris comes in for Jeremy Lamb. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He told them, hey, they're ready to give up. We're close to winning this game, but we're not done yet. I don't want to see any let-up out there. We'll see how well he got the point across.
DeRozan's shot is off. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Hield left side. Again, the Cavaliers score.
Good job in the mid-range. Buddy Hield getting squared up and scores.
LeBron against Rose. Outside DeRozan. Over Oladipo. On target from 13 feet. And that's now 29 points for DeMar DeRozan.
And not sure what you can do with a guy like that. With his handles, he can just take defenders to school.
And Oladipo kicks to Young. Feeds it to James. Over Harris. Pocket 6. And it's James missing.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
Saric is checked in for the Celtics. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Hield the pass to James. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation.
I tell you what, I'd settle for having as many points in this game as he has rebounds.
And he's just working and working and working, tireless.
Saric, that's good.
And that's the role they want for Rose. Getting guys going through his passing, especially when he can find them in rhythm.
Young against Saric. James left side. Right on the bucket. LeBron's got 34 points.
His release is just so smooth from the mid-range.
DeRozan against Oladipo. And Saric kicks to Harris. Drummond with it. Now the pass to Saric. From deep three-point range. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Gobert's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Oladipo for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Oladipo's got the lead up to 9 now for the Cavs.
And you've seen the progression of the long-range shot in Oladipo's game. He has to be accounted for out there.
Rose gets to Saric. Pass to DeRozan. Over Oladipo. DeRozan's shot is off. And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And here's what Cleveland's schedule is looking like. On Thursday, they'll be facing Kawhi Leonard and the San Antonio Spurs. And then on Saturday, they'll be playing the Clippers in Los Angeles.
And for that matchup with the Kings, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Celtics trail by 10.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Oladipo. The dish to Hield. And they double up LeBron. Here's Gobert. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. A free throw drops for Gobert. Players are talking about the new sports science. Better sleep, recovery after lifting, playing, traveling, whatever it is. They say it's making a difference. What do you think?
I think it only makes a difference if the guys put it into practice, Kevin. Like as much information as they can hand out in a team meeting and sort of give you directives about how it is you should rest and when it is you can get your sleep. Players won't see those benefits unless they're as disciplined as they are with trying to get better in the offseason as they are with making sure that they get proper rest to be at their athletic best for competition.
And there's the bucket from Victor Oladipo.
And when you're down this many points, hard to justify leaving a good shooter that wide open.
Truer words never spoken. Breakdown on the perimeter, D, and the communication severely lacking there.
And slam dunk by Saric.
Well, for Tobias Harris to take this step, getting away from scoring and finding teammates to become a more adept passer, that's good signs.
And Oladipo kicks to James. Back to Oladipo from downtown. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
Yeah, the defense there in chill mode. We all know he can burn them from three-point range.
LeBron outside. And they double up James. Here's Young, and plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And the foul goes against Boston.
At the line for your Cavaliers, Thaddeus Young, taking 2 shots.
Two shots.
That free throw good from Thaddeus Young. And so Young nails them both. Celtics trail by 13. Rose kicks to DeRozan. Goes up on the wing. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 14, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
One shot. One shot.
Free throw, no good for LeBron. Celtics trail by 15. And it's DeRozan missing.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
Oladipo finds Young. Clock at 6. Pass to LeBron. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. James has got 39.
Such astounding shooting right now from him. He is untouchable from the perimeter. What a performance.
To the middle. Here's DeRozan. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. 33 points for DeMar DeRozan.
He makes it look effortless out there. Until the defense actually presents a challenge for him, expect those kind of results.
And Oladipo kicks to Young. Pass to James. Back to Young. Nice D from DeRozan. And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for the Celtics. Inside. It's deflected. It's stolen by Gobert. Now Cleveland moving it up. And LeBron gets it to go with the assist by Hield. 41 points for LeBron.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
DeRozan passes to Saric. At the elbow, it's Drummond. A second chance effort. The shot by Saric, no good.
Shots like that drive coaches batty. I'll be shocked if he attempts that shot again.
Hield can't hit. Well, something you never like to see, but guys, he definitely looks hurt.
And boy, when you see someone hurting like this, it's always scary.
Yeah, it reminds you of what's really important. Health, number one. Everything else comes after that.
Celtics making a switch here. Morris is checked in. Celtics trail by 17. Outside Rose. Harris outside. Oladipo against DeRozan. Over Oladipo. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. And that's now 35 points for DeMar DeRozan. James outside. Jacks up a three. Rebound Andre Drummond. Drummond's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Here's DeRozan. Cavaliers with the rebound. Healed right side. And stolen by Drummond. Harris with it. He's picked up by James. No good off the back of the rim. The Cavaliers leading by 15. And the pass to Gobert. Back to James. Cleveland moving it around. There's Oladipo. Nice D from DeRozan.
Wow, just in shock that he missed that layup. Not a lot of defense there.
From the corner. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 5 assists tonight.
Yeah, this team would be in some bad shape, guys, if he wasn't scoring like this right now.
I take Venmo and
Oladipo
PayPal.
finds Young.
It gets documented onto the league's budget sheet, which we've
Gobert
already
against
paid
Drummond.
for next year's Shadow
Gobert, the
server
pass to Hield.
and a copy of 2K.
6 on the shot clock.
This is amazing. Shout out to...
Over Morris.
We're giving shout outs.
The Cavaliers again can't hit. Up top, DeRozan.
Shout out
by Oladipo.
to
They grab
perimeters.
and
Fluff.
he gets it to go as they call
Camille.
the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Fella.
I like the physicality there on the glass, on full display. Great at hitting the boards and then
Kyle.
capitalizing off the second chance opportunity.
Everinsky, Meme, Avatar, and the Twitch subscribers.
Yeah, I don't know if any big man has the combination of strength, speed, and hops that Drummond has, not to mention his length, an unreal physical specimen.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That's his first foul of the game. And the bonus will go to the free throw line. Free throw good, LeBron. That one is no good. And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Boston Celtics. Kicks to Rose. And there's the feed to Drummond. It's stolen by Oladipo. Dishes it to Young. LeBron is doubled. Back to Young. Good, and the assist goes to James. LeBron's got 6 assists here tonight.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, on the defensive end, this is a joke. The lack of awareness is exactly why this team is so far behind.
And the shot goes in.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy. And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Cavaliers.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And in the win-loss column, tonight's game will push their record up to 54 wins on the year.
And their dominance continues, guys, as they sweep the season series 4 games to none.
And when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for LeBron.
Well, he could not be stopped on offense. Super efficient tonight. There wasn't a lot the defense could do.
Here's Harris. Out to DeRozan. From deep, Rose. A 3 from Morris. Trains it from beyond the arc. We've got 13 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And now we've got the intentional foul.
At the line, your Cavaliers.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he ends up making the second, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Now a timeout called by Boston. They trail by 7. 12 seconds left in the fourth. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
And with the playoffs on the horizon, he'll be looking to stay in peak form as long as he can. "12 seconds left to play here in the fourth. From past the arc. And it's Osman with the rebound.
Chetty.
And here's Dragic. And so it's Cleveland winning this one. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.
I'll show the injury when I back out here.
Now you got the blues, like I'm on you, but I'm on my so I be voodoo. If you getting money, then you cool. I don't know you guys. Who you? I do what I do. Mind your business. I'm choking my because I'm twisted. I'ma be a billionaire. Speak that to existence. I believe that if I say it, then I'll mention. You can't tell me nothing. Everything in function. I don't hear no facts. I just hear assumptions. You said you was popping. I heard you was bluffing. Oh, you frontin'. You really about nothing.